You know how sometimes a game disappears for a while, then suddenly comes back looking completely different? That's exactly what just happened with Arc Raiders. Embark Studios dropped a brand new developer article called Everything You Need to Know About Arc Raiders, and it's not just fluff, it's an overhaul. They've shifted the game's entire focus, introduced new maps, remade enemies, and rebuilt the progression from the ground up. This isn't the same game we saw years ago. It's an extraction adventure now, a hybrid that blends survival, looting, and discovery in one dangerous, constantly shifting world. Let's break down everything they revealed: the new design philosophy, the maps, the enemies, the progression, and what this update means for the game's future. Originally, Arc Raiders looked like a straightforward co-op shooter about fighting machines that fell from orbit. But now, the devs have redefined it into something they call an extraction adventure. Think of it as a mix between Escape from Tarkov and The Division, wrapped in retro sci-fi. You no longer just fight the Ark, you survive against it, explore the unknown, gather resources, and make it back alive. The Rust Belt, once a simple backdrop, is now an ecosystem. Every raid, every resource run, and every encounter ties into this loop of risk and reward. The developers aren't just updating a game, they're pivoting the entire identity towards something more alive and unpredictable. Now, this is where it gets exciting. The article introduced two major new locations, the Blue Gate and Stella Montis. The Blue Gate is set high in the mountains, filled with open plains, tunnels, derelict towns, and underground complexes. It's the kind of map that forces players to think vertically: snipers on cliffs, ambushes in tunnels, scavengers ducking into back alleys when the storm rolls in. And about storms, weather now matters. Maps shift under different conditions: night raids with better loot, harvest seasons for resource runs, and electromagnetic storms that alter visibility and spawn rates. Then there's Stella Montis, a mystery. It's only mentioned as rumored, tucked somewhere within the Blue Gate's network of tunnels. The devs are teasing hidden areas, possibly endgame zones, or time-limited challenges that evolve as the world expands.
Of course, Arc Raiders wouldn't be itself without the Ark, those menacing mechanical invaders. This update finally expands on them. We now know about the Leaper and the Bombader. The Leaper shares similarities with the old Bison type, charging aggressively, soaking up bullets, and forcing quick movement. But its behavior seems more adaptive, almost like it learns from your tactics. Then there's the Bombader, which completely changes combat pacing. It's not alone. It deploys smaller drones to track players, and once your location's marked, it rains down mortars from above. Basically, you can't camp anymore. It pushes firefights into the open. And above them looms the Queen, a massive machine that defends the Harvester. Taking her on is borderline suicidal at early levels. But here's the interesting twist. The devs hint at even larger variants, possibly arcs of titanic scale we haven't seen yet. Every encounter now feels like a risk versus reward puzzle rather than a mindless firefight. This is one of the biggest revamps yet. Progression in Arc Raiders is now tied to your time topside, and how you bring loot back to Spironza, the underground hub. Completing raids gives your raider experience, and leveling up earns skill points you can spend to customize your playstyle. Want to move faster, stealth past enemies, or carry more equipment? You can build for it. Then there's the Feat system, small objectives like destroying a specific enemy type that earn you cred, a currency that unlocks rewards in the new Raider decks. These decks function like multi-page progression tracks, some free, some premium, that evolve with seasonal content. The workshop has also been overhauled. Upgradable crafting benches, repair systems, and dynamic traders, each with their own agendas. One trader might send you on recon missions for rare blueprints. Another could pay you extra for scavenged machine parts. It's a layered economy built for constant evolution.
The updated Arc Raiders loop feels tighter and more deliberate. You deploy from Spironza, venture topside to complete objectives or scavenge, and then extract to bring everything back. Matchmaking will even prioritize fairer encounters. Solo players face other solos, while squads battle squads. Each expedition becomes a balancing act. Grab too much loot, and you risk losing it all if you don't make it back. The danger isn't just other players, it's the shifting environment, incoming storms, and the ever-present Ark patrols. Every decision now has weight. When to fight, when to run, and when to just hide and wait it out. So, is Ark Raiders finally ready to deliver on its promise? Honestly, it's closer than ever. What started as a cinematic shooter has transformed into a layered survival extraction hybrid with purpose. The maps are beautiful yet brutal. The enemies have personality, not just attack patterns. The new progression systems encourage creativity instead of grinding. It feels like Embark finally found the soul of the game they wanted to make, something that celebrates discovery, learning, and chaos in equal measure. But the real question is how that chaos will hold up with thousands of players live. The Blue Gate and its rumored secrets could define its replayability. The Trials and Expedition projects might define its longevity. What's clear is the direction. This is no longer a side experiment. It's Embark's statement piece. If they can nail performance and community balance, Ark Raiders might not just survive the fight against the Ark. It might become one of the genre's defining new worlds. Until launch, all we can do is prep our gear, watch the skies, and get ready to dive back into the Rust Belt.
Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown useful, drop a like, hit subscribe, and let us know what you think about the new Ark Raiders direction. Are you jumping in when the servers go live? See you topside, Raiders.